The Open Artist Spotlight is made possible in part with public funds from the Bronx Council on the Arts through the New York State Council on the Arts Decentralization Program.
Our Open Artist Spotlight is shining on culinary arts. Our next guest is a very well-known chef, most recognizably known as a contestant on Hell's Kitchen, the hit reality show on Fox, and has since gone on to do amazing things. He even has a new show coming up, and here to show us how to make a gourmet shrimp scampi linguine that we can make at home is Chef Barret Beyer. Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So you already started moving here.
Yeah, well, I mean, we had 15, it got cut to 10, so I'm used to working under pressure. It's the nature of the beast. So.
You're hilarious. You're used to working under pressure, I would imagine so,
just
in Hell's Kitchen.
So what we did was we started, I just sauteed a little bit of butter. I got it really hot. And I came up with this recipe a long time ago, and I figured it would be great for your show because college students usually are on a budget. So this is something you can make at home. It's something very easy, and it's very inexpensive too, and a little bit goes a long way.
Okay, so now I noticed you have jumbo shrimp.
Yes, they're 1620s.
Okay.
You could use any size shrimp you want, but I would suggest using, don't worry, I won't get you.
Okay.
I see it.
Right, you're a pro. I'm like, oh, he's shaking.
The first thing you want to do is get the pan nice and hot and start sauteing the shrimp off. Once they start turning a little bit of pink, you just flip them over real quick. And then once you do that, you want to deglaze the pan. See all that brown stuff at the bottom?
Right,
There's a lot of brown stuff at the bottom of the pan. What we're going to do is we're going to deglaze it. So what we do is take a little bit of white wine. That's going to take all of that fond, or the foundation at the bottom of the pan. It's going to incorporate into the shrimp, which is going to add a ton of flavor.
Nice.
All right, so once we do that, then you like garlic?
I love garlic.
Okay, good.
I love garlic.
Throw some garlics and shallots in.
Yes.
You don't want to put it in too early because if you do, it's going to turn brown and then it's going to start burning.
Okay.
So what I do is I throw it in there when I put the wine in there to let it reduce.
Right.
Now you want to reduce the wine down to about 1/3 of what it originally was. Okay, because that's going to be all of your flavor. It's going to incorporate into the shrimp, and it's just going to make the scampi sauce that much better. So after we get the shrimp done, then we'll add butter at the very end and a little bit of Worcestershire sauce once that reduces, and just garnish it with fresh parsley. It's going to be a very aromatic, springy, as you would say.
Springy! Did he just use the term spring? We love that!
And then we'll finish it off with a little lime zest. What I did with the pasta was, it calls for linguine, but because of time constraint, I did capellini.
Okay.
Which is fine. Now, there's a big myth about capellini pasta, or any kind of pasta, that you put oil on it when you put it in the water.
Right.
You shouldn't do that because then it's not going to let the sauce stick to it.
Oh,
so
interesting.
it's coating. You could do it afterwards if you wanted to, but then it's not going to let the kind of sauce that you're making to it stick to the pasta. So it's a huge myth in the culinary industry. Is always put oil in the water.
Yeah.
I don't do it anymore.
Yeah, I do it, and now you're telling me not to because the sauce won't stick.
Well, you can do it.
You can, but you're saying the sauce won't stick if we put the oil while the actual pasta is cooking.
Yes.
That's interesting. I like your hairstyle.
Thank you. I normally have designs inside of my head, but I'm going with a blank canvas right now because I am getting a special haircut done for Reality Rally, which is a 3-day fundraiser to raise awareness for breast cancer in Temecula, California.
Nice.
And then the same week in LA, I'm doing the Reality Wanted Award ceremony.
Wow.
So Hell's Kitchen was nominated for a Reality Award, and a bunch of the cast members are going to go out there and support it.
That's awesome.
Hopefully we'll get something.
That's really nice of you, considering you were abused on this show.
Yeah, well, you're used and abused, but you know what? It's kind of like the culinary boot camp.
Nice.
But I was in the military in '94 to '97, so I'm kind of used to that. But let me tell you, Hell's Kitchen takes the cake with everything. I mean, it was the hardest thing that I ever had to do in my entire life.
Really? What was so hard? I mean, aside from the abuse that you had to take, and
just
even though
having
you come from the military,
having him yell at us all the time. It was, you know, what are you going to do? I mean, it's Chef Ramsay. You can't tell him,
stop yelling at me.
Buzz off.
Right.
You got to take it. But it was a kind of humbling experience. Okay, so now back to this.
Okay, yeah. Well,
now that it's down to about 1/3,
okay,
I'm going to go ahead and add my butter.
And when you say down to 1/3, you're talking about the evaporation?
Yes.
All right, just so that we're, you know.
Culinary term, it's called au sec.
Okay.
So now the butter is going to emulsify with the white wine. It's going to make our scampi sauce.
Okay, so you put butter, now you're putting more butter.
Yep, butter, and then a little bit of lime zest, which is going to give it that nice aromatic.
Oh, you're using the skin of it?
Yes.
Nice.
Use the skin of it. It's going to give it a little bit, it's going to give it a nice little bite to it. And then we do this, catch the seeds. So you don't want any seeds in there, a little bit of lime juice. Then we throw our pasta in, so now that's our scampi sauce. So this is cooked off already.
This is so
I got enough
good
for
looking.
about 7 people here.
About 7 people.
Well, they get 1 shrimp each.
They get 1 shrimp each because I'm getting 3. No, I'm kidding.
You can have as many as you want.
I'll share.
Okay, now what I did was, so I didn't reduce it too much. I turned off the heat.
Okay.
Now, when I do my scampi sauce, I don't want too much liquid. I want it to just
show that to everybody, just so that they could see that he actually put the parsley in there and
put the parsley at the very end. You don't want to put it in too early because if you put it in too early, it's just going to turn brown and it's going to not really look that good.
Okay.
So, can I have my bowls, please? I brought my little helper with me.
Oh my goodness, we got a little helper. I have one of those. Oh my goodness, we got a little helper. Oh, thank you, little helper.
Thank you.
She's so cute. Is that your daughter?
That's my daughter, yes. I try to bring her everywhere I possibly can with me.
That's so awesome. You expose her to all of this wonderful stuff.
Yeah.
Does she like to cook?
Do you like to cook?
No.
Well, sometimes.
She must be 5 years old.
She's about 5 and a half. She's 5 and a half. She'll be 6. Okay.
All right. So I understand that you have another show that's in development.
Yes. Well, I was a contestant on Kitchen Casino, which is a new show that's coming out on Food Network.
Right.
And it's coming out. The premiere date is April 7th at 9 p.m. on Food Network. I'm in the premiere episode, and I got a couple other things that I'm working on. So you definitely want to follow me on social media because I got a lot of things up my sleeve.
Nice. Thank you for being here.
It was my pleasure.
You are the man of the hour, okay?
Really?
Well, after I say goodbye to everybody, but maybe. All right. You know what? No, I'm going to give you guys the taste test just quickly, as ladylike as I possibly can, because I
just
so
remember
don't want to be a lady
on the
right
shrimp,
about
so.
now. There's what?
The tail is on the shrimp, so
the
don't eat
tail
the
is
whole,
on the
don't
shrimp.
eat the whole
Okay.
shrimp.
Is that like good to leave on? Is there a reason why we leave it on?
I do it just for presentation-wise.
Okay.
But, you know, if you're going to do it at home, I would recommend taking it off. Shrimp scampi in 10 minutes.
I loved it. I love it.
You don't have to lie to me. You can tell me. I've heard worse before.
No, this is good. I mean, you know, I had watched an interview where there was too much garlic, and I hear, you know, as far as I'm concerned, there's never too much garlic. But you use just the right amount of everything, the right amount of lime and everything. And I quite frankly don't mind having shrimp scampi for breakfast. So thank you so much for making me
Well, it's kind of lunch
breakfast.
now. We've been up since, you know.
Yeah, since about 5:30 in the morning. All right, once again, Chef Barret, right? Woo,
yes.
We love this. Thank you so much. And once again, also, like we said, he's got a lot going on. So for more on Chef Barret, you can go to chefbarretbeyer.com.
Yes.
That's BEYER.com. And it's, well, it's a time where we get our grub on.